Okay, so today we're going to be putting some door handles on my truck. I actually really wanted these door handles for a little bit. I saw a video of them on Instagram, and you know, like a week after I saw them, the guy ended up reaching out to me actually. So it was pretty cool. It worked out. The company was FRC Parts, and they, so far, it seems like super good quality. I'm hoping they work. I haven't had very good luck with all my electronic stuff, but by all the wiring stuff that they've given me and everything, it seems like super good quality. It's a local, or not a local guy, it's a guy out of Oregon, and he's not very local, but I think he does it all himself. So it's a small business, and you know, I do like working with smaller businesses because, you know, it works out. Better customer service a lot of times. It's super good quality. It shouldn't vibrate my handle anymore when I have my music on. Sometimes this little button will vibrate, and it's very annoying. So this one doesn't seem like it's going to do that. It's got new chrome all over, I guess. I don't know, whatever they did, but it's super good quality. And it's got this little LED strip on the inside. So
and he's got it, looks like epoxied in place too, so you don't have to worry about any water issues.
Yep.
And even came with these new gaskets.
Yep. So it seemed like real good quality, and I'm gonna try to put them on today. This is the driver or whatever it is. I think the brains of the thing. It's gonna tell it to be white or like blinker. Basically, I don't really know, guys. I'm not an electrician. I don't know how wiring works. I hate wiring. That's actually why I called my brother over here. So, yeah, we're gonna see how this all works.
Okay.
We're kind of confused.
Okay, hang on. You forgot to mention a couple things. First of all, these door handles right here, they're switchbacks, so they have a blinker function also. I don't remember you saying that, so we're gonna say it again. All right. And then he's got two of these, one for each side, I'm assuming. He also got this, which I guess we don't need to put in right now, so we'll probably do that later once we make sure everything's working. So here's the old door handles. You see all the scratches on them. All right, so if it focuses in there, you see that yellow clip? Anybody that puts these on or messes with door handles, you are gonna absolutely hate life. Just saying. Trying to get that thing in. Yeah, if you take the window out, it'd be way easier. Absolute pain in the butt, because as you can see, this window. Help me out here, guys. Having a brain fart. Thank you. The window track is directly in the way of literally everything, so you just gotta work out this little bitty hole. Pretty cool. Yeah, so now we gotta get the nuts on, so that's the next part of this project. Okay, little update here. Got both of the new handles on. Here's what they look like. Nice, shiny. Looking good, and they work. So we know that, at least like, wait, what did he drive over here? I don't know. Huh. Anyways, so we have, like I said, the handles on, and we ran our little wires through here. Now we're gonna have to take these and run them through the door boot. So we took these little, he moved the panels, but the little panels that go here we took off. And we're gonna have to figure out how to get the wiring all hidden and ran over to his light switch over there. That way the lights will come on just whenever he has his running lights on. But so far it's proving to be a lot more difficult than we expected, because there's just no room. I mean, literally working with this little tiny hole here. It'd be easier if the window wasn't in here, but they're in there and we're not taking them out. So all right, so now we've got this mounted up here. There's like a little hollow spot behind the door panel, that way that'll fit on there. We're gonna kind of zip tie some of this stuff up out of the way, clean it up. We're gonna have this running along this other factory wire here. Have it ran back through the door, through the boot, and now it's coming out here. And then we'll have to, I guess, run that up under the dash and to the light switch. All right, so it turns out we're morons. You actually do use this harness that we thought was for the doors.
Yeah.
Not for the doors. It's very important. It's how that all works. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the, you got here. Let me just flip you around. So what you gotta do is you're gonna remove your the blink. You're gonna remove the blinker bulb off of both of them, off both sides. You're gonna plug this new harness. These guys will go into the factory, the OEM. It's not focusing, but whatever. We'll go into the factory harness, and then you'll run it across into the other part of the harness, and then your bulbs will then go into these instead, and this is what will be attached to your light housings. And then the rest of the harnesses that come with it, the other two that attach to door handles, this will all be plugged in together through there. So we'll have to run this, I guess, through the fender and then into the door somehow. I think we already did that in a couple spots for the audio, so should be good. Maybe it's taking forever. We suck at this. All right, I can't pull this up any further, so it's not really easy to see. But we're gonna remove the. Oh my God, we're gonna remove this turn signal bolt, and then we're gonna plug this piece of the new harness into. Come show this right here. Into the factory harness down here. That's what the bulb used to be plugged into. I don't know if there's a certain way that this is supposed to go in or not. I'll just guess and hopefully it works. It's the exact same on both sides, so I don't know. Okay, so get that in there. Now you'll take your turn signal bulb and you will put it back in here. Is there positive and negative side? For some reason, I think we did this the one time and they were in backwards. Again, I guess we're just gonna wing it. If it doesn't work, we'll flip them around. Okay, get that in there. Yeah, we're not gonna put this in yet because we don't even know if stuff's gonna work. So, but you're gonna put this back into the housing. We're just trying to get all of our stuff in here.
Well, before you put it in the housing, let me see if it plugs.
No, I guess you could do that. Yeah, let me get the other one plugged in too. All right, don't have enough room to get our hands in on this side to get the rubber thing out, so he's gonna back his truck out and angle it in here all nice and party-like. That way we actually have some room to work. Dude, this is literally taking us forever. Like, I haven't had such a difficult install since we, actually built the truck, I think, to be honest with you. Mainly just because we're having a hard time hang on. In the process of the door handles, we decided that we need to start cleaning up all of his wiring. It's absolute garbage right now. So long time ago, we put an auxiliary fuse box back here behind his seats that we're going to hook up his rock lights to. And what are you doing? Got my hat on. Whatever. And gotta look good for the camera. Oh, no, and anyways though, and then we're right now what we're doing is making a little wiring harness to hook up to the battery, so that way we can get rid of all that nasty crap. Because when we're doing these handles here, we had to make a pass-through port in the firewall anyways, in order to get the wiring harness to fit through it. So this was just a perfect opportunity for us to get this rest of the stuff started as well. So it's just kind of one of those things where while we're messing with it, might as well do it all, right? All right, so now we got our little wire harness we made here. Pulling it through the grommet that Jacob put in a little bit ago. Oh my God, I just pulled the whole grommet through.
Oh my God.
Oh well, whatever. We gotta slide that back in.
After we fed all those wires through and got the grommet through, we ended up running through these connectors, and they're actually pretty easy to use. We were confused at first, but the guys back at FRC sent us a video on how to use them, and it ended up working out fine. The pieces that we use to go into the headlights as well, we had to 180 those because when we had got them in, my blinkers weren't working, and I was kind of confused. I'm like, well, what's going on? My door handles were white, but they weren't doing the blinker motion like they were supposed to. So we flipped those 180, and they all ended up working perfectly fine. I can turn them on real quick.
Yeah, obviously, if you can't tell, everything's done already.
Yeah.
But
so this is my door handle. Looks pretty nice. Pretty happy with it. But you're all white, and then now when I turn my blinker on, I gotta turn it.
oh my God, turn that off.
Hold on.
No, turn the air off. Your blinker wasn't working.
Yeah, I had the other side on. So
okay. Take two. Come on. Holy smokes, dude. Truck sounds like a transformer.
yeah.
All right.
Except the big thing.
So, yeah.
There's the blinker. That's amber. In the camera, for whatever reason, everyone thinks the white is amber. It's just the orange paint. It is definitely white. It's a lot easier to tell in person than it is on the camera. See if we can
see behind it a little bit.
So, but this is amber, and
can't see it.
just show it when it turns white.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. I don't know if it looks like a difference.
I think it looks the same on camera.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
But
It looks
you can
different
tell
in
the
person.
difference in person.
Obviously, the same thing on this side.
But I'm super happy with them.
Oh my God.
They're really bright, but they're not too bright. So they still kind of stay within the area that it needs to stay, which I was kind of nervous about being
They
too
literally,
bright.
they literally just fill. Oh, that was, I just totally had the camera in a dumb spot. But they literally fill this little cavity here. It looks really good.
Yeah, so it's not too much, and it looks appropriate, but I'm happy with it. And the guys at FRT Parts helped me out quite a bit, and I highly recommend it to anyone who is thinking about getting new door handles for their trucks. And if you do plan on using them, I got a code there. It's the same as my Instagram handle. You'll see it down in the video. But it all went on pretty easy. You know, I still got to put my door panels back on.
Yeah, and I mean, nothing's on the inside's put
No.
back together, but I was just showing how it's all in here. So.
And the way we ran our wires up through the bottom, we just ran them up through the deck. So you drop this and ran them all the way through here over to that hole in the firewall where you have that little diamond. There should be a little black
I
diamond
can show it.
where the rubber drum is. And it ain't doing nothing, is at least if you have a 5.8. I don't know, maybe they use it for something else for a different motor. But you shouldn't, 5.8, you shouldn't have any problems with it. So,
As he said already about 25 other times, they are very good quality. So, I don't know. Hopefully you liked the video. I know it got a little wordy here at the end, but that was a big learning thing for us. We thought that was going to be, we thought they got hooked up differently than they did, but turns out they're actually a little bit better than we even expected. So
it really isn't that hard. We're just like not smart when it comes, like not even like a little bit smart when it comes to wiring. If you know even a little bit, you should be 100% fine. The biggest thing is just running your wires where you're not going to see them, because other than that, it's really not that hard.
do it right the first time. Otherwise, you end up with something like this, which is what we're fixing from all the other stuff that's in here. So anyways, hope you liked the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.